what it is, what it do, what the business is, word on the street. Jeezy know how to handle his. Get your mind right. I just wanted to hop on here and answer a few questions. Well, first off, hi. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you're blessed. Hope your family's blessed. Hope your friends are blessed. Hope the people around you are blessed. You know what I'm saying? Hope your skin is blessed. Hope your finances is blessed. Hope your weight is blessed. Hope you're eating good. Hope you're smelling good, feeling good. Hope you're washing your legs, because there's people out here not washing their legs, and that's a whole nother subject that I'm not even trying to go down. But I had some questions here that some people had asked, so I just kind of wanted to talk about some of these questions, you know what I'm saying, since, you know, haven't came face to face on the channel in a minute. So I was like, might as well, because why not? Might fuck it. Or F it. Can you still, can my cuss? Whatever. Y'all know what it is. So anywho, first question on here says, you're about to make a big move to Seattle that you announced. What inspired this change? And what are you looking forward to the most about starting this new chapter? Great question. So we've been in LA 11 years, which flies by, and we just aren't doing the same things anymore. Everybody is advanced. Everybody is getting older. The dormtainment is now the housetainment. Everybody is grown and adults. And me and Cam have a mentor in Seattle, and you know, we had a conversation late 2023, and he was just like, look, what's holding you there in LA? If you are kind of making your own way and doing your own thing, wouldn't it be cool to kind of explore other places? And he was like, I think you guys should move your business up here. There's a lot of, you know, tech up here, a lot of other businesses, small business, other type of things that you can kind of get started here and then, you know, be able to build the wealth. And he is a very, you know, successful, wealthy person himself, another black man. And I was like, you know what? I want to be around multimillionaires. I want to be around the people who I aspire to be like, how to think like. And I think if you want to evolve and grow, you got to be around people that are in a better place than you, that you want to get to, or that you strive to get to. And I was like, why not? Let's take this leap. Let's figure it out. We already started a business, and then we were blessed enough to now be co-owners in one of the businesses, right? So now I'm co-owner of one of the businesses that he has, and so it's like, why not take the leap? Why not? We've as a unit, Dormtainment, everybody in Dormtainment, we've always been people who we just do it first and then reverse engineer. So me and Cam were like, hey, he's interested in our business. We're interested in working with him. Let's partner up and let's see what happens. And is it going to be forever in Seattle? I don't know. I'm like, all right, God, take me where you take me, and we gonna pull up. And so that's what we're gonna do. So we're going up there to do that. Could be a year, could be 2 years, could be 3 years, who knows? So that's the reason why we're going to Seattle. So if you're in Seattle, holla at us, man. Holla at us. Shoot me a message or whatever. I'm super excited about being up there. Should be up there the next month or so. And yeah, and it's going to help us grow our creative agency, High Frequency, and we're just super excited about it. All right, number 2, what are you currently working on, and what's exciting you the most about the projects? Are there anything fans might be surprised to hear about? I actually just was, I talked about it on my threads, but me and What's Good, Wes, I just wrote this commercial project for him in collaboration. I don't know if I could say the companies yet, because they got to shoot it. But yeah, we just pinned a commercial, and if all goes well, I'll be pinning the movie for the extension of the project. But we just gonna throw that out there, put them blessings out there, and whatever happens. So that's what we hoping for. So that's one project. But what I'm super excited about is High Frequency. Another big, great thing about that business, High Frequency, is that our CEO, her name is Bree. We made her CEO at the top of last year. And she also lives in Seattle and has a network of videographers and all these things. And so I'm just super excited about that as a whole. And it's not just a regular creative agency, right? We focus on humor because we took our superpower, and that's for anybody listening. Whatever your superpower is, you can monetize that. You can take that and pull that into a business. So I'm just super excited about that because I think we take all the skills that we learned over the years, everything we've done, now we can put them into commercials, into ad campaigns, into helping entrepreneurs with their branding, with their voice, with how they want to shoot their content, helping other up-and-coming content creators. And I'm super excited about that. We're building a community offline not offline, but off of the socials to where we can actually commune and come together and actually have courses and have live teachings every week inside this community and really build this community of creators just like us and pour into people the way that we wish we could have got poured into. Pause. The way we wish we would have got helped when we were younger as well. So everything that we wish we would have known, we just want to give it back to the people. So super excited about that as well. And I think it's just going to be a big opportunity for us to come together, and we want to build the chapters in the community, right? I don't just want to lead the community. I want you guys who are in the community to be leaders and to be managers of the community. And also we come together in different states or wherever that is. So really excited about that portion of High Frequency. That's basically our consumer portion. But as far as helping brands, and we already have actually worked with one brand out of Seattle. We're actually doing a couple other things already. So things are moving for the agency, and I'm just super excited to see where it goes in the next 5 years, 10 years or whatever. And I'm grateful, man. That's all it is. I'm just grateful for it. So those are the two projects, like High Frequency, and then this possibly writing this movie. Because I think I'll always be involved in some type of like writing because I like the process of it. I like any of that. And if people want me to act and stuff, then I'll jump in that. But as far as chasing stuff, nah, we not doing that. Whatever God has for me, God has for me. And that's a lesson for anybody that's listening to this too. Like you put in the work, you do what you need to do, you be your authentic self, everything else comes to you. How's everyone in Dormtainment? Can we expect any collaborations or reunions in the future? Everybody is good. Mike is working with Sego. Manuel is doing this thing. He told me he was filming for a business. Me and Cam obviously are building a business. Chaz went back to the hospital and is doing his surgical tech stuff. And I'm super proud of him, man, just pursuing something that he finds just a true passion in helping people. And it's funny because he gets to run into fans who he's made laugh along the way and help them out. And I think it's when you're just genuinely excited about what you're doing, everything else is beautiful. I think there could be reunions. We're thinking about possibly rebranding this channel because like we're just not in college anymore, and it's just not. We're grown with businesses and flourishing in different type of avenues and ways, and so. Dormtainment will always be Dormtainment, but like we might have to just rebrand it like to DT Studios or something like that. Or you guys give me some suggestions. DT Studios can't be Housetainment. That don't even sound good. So we're not gonna do Housetainment. Blacktainment. We got we can take off Tainment and just do something else, grown, whatever it is. But I think the simplest way to simplify it is just like turning it into DT Studios. Because what would be super cool is to, as we're getting older, start putting other talent, since we have, 1 million subscribers here, putting other talent here to do their thing. And I know we will be doing a podcast strictly for this channel soon, and so I wanted to rebrand it before then, or just change the name before then as we rolled out this new podcast. whatever that may be. But I'm super excited about putting podcasts on this channel and just chopping it up, shooting the shit, like, you know, like how Theo Von does his guest, you know, and stuff like that, or, you know, Kev on stage, or just talk, shoot the shit, have fun, whatever, just be life. Because right now the comedy trap house, because we're separated, so that's probably not gonna shut that down for a little while, and we're just gonna bring something to this channel, me and Cam. And then, of course, we'll have, you know, the guys on when they can get on and stuff like that. But once we get settled in Seattle, be able to set up our equipment, it's on and popping, and we're just going to keep it from there. So if you don't like it, hey, then you can unsubscribe, and it is what it is. But, you know, I'm going to miss you. I love you, and I appreciate you being here. But if you are just rocking with us for who we are and what we're becoming and what we're growing into, I would love to have you. Stay up in here. Let's chop it up. Join the community when we launch it. And, yeah, that's going to be that. But, yeah, love all the guys. I'm super proud of everybody. Truly, we wouldn't be anywhere where we are without each other. So, yeah, I put it there. For someone, now that we're in 2025, what are your big goals for the year, both personally and professionally? What milestones are you aiming to hit? Ooh, spicy. Big goals, I think securing just a couple of campaigns with high frequency, which I think that's fine. We're already getting that going, so I think that is one of the big goals. Also, the HEYE in high, it stands for humor elevates your experience, because I think what people don't realize is, like, humor is literally in everything. You remember those Super Bowl commercials that are humorous, that are funny, when you're around family. The humor isn't just about, you know, just comedy, but it's about joy, it's about connection, it's about all those things. And I just realized over the years that's what I truly value, is just like people and connection and make people feel good. And so that's why what I'm doing is important to me now, and it's just a continuation of Dormtainment in a more, you know, business manner. And also I want to be working on my business in a couple of years and not just in it, like, to be able to have the business running on its own while I'm off, you know, shooting a film, writing a film, doing whatever, making music, whatever I choose to do, I'm going to do that. And that's the freedom that I want that job, that career, that business that I have to create for me. And I think that's what we all should strive to do, have something sustainable that can work for us. And a lot of that comes with just building your personal brand too, which we want to help people with. But some other milestones, me personally, just stay healthy. I think that's a big thing. Be more with my family. My mom is turning 60 this year, so I want to get her like a good 60th birthday gift. So I'm super excited about that. I want to send her somewhere and just like surprise her with it. If she watches this, it's not a surprise, but she won't know. I don't know. Just y'all don't say nothing to Pam. Shout out Pam. And oh yeah, those are big milestones, man. And to get to Seattle and make a community of creators, build that up, I think that's a beautiful thing. I think I just love striving to do new things. I just love being in new things, being just the competitiveness of business, of creativity, and just getting in there and just like getting my hands dirty and getting to it. Like, I think, because what else do I got to do? I was blessed to be able to just work on my craft, and, you know, and I can't take that for granted. Like, even when I get down on certain days or something like that, or get to thinking crazy, I got to remember that God has blessed me to had left a job at 24 and not go back. That's a big thing. Even though it was tough times in between there, I'm still here. I'm still thriving. I still have you guys who I love, and I literally wouldn't be anywhere without you guys. So I think that's a big thing. For someone who's inspired by your journey and wants to start creating content, what's the one piece of advice you give them to get started today? Like I said under Kev's post the other day, I said you gotta shrink the time between idea and execution, idea and action. You got to shrink that time. You have to just do it. I think Alex Hormozy put it this way: it's like 100 years, nobody's going to be thinking about you. Nobody going to be thinking about what we do. So like, why are you thinking so much? Like, just do it. Just like go for it, man. There's nothing else for us to do but go for it. We can create monumental things. God didn't make us small. He made us kings, queens. He made us to rule over our dominion. He made us to do these. So it's like, why wait, man? Y'all got things out there that could heal people, could help people, like, and when you procrastinate, you blocking someone's blessing, like, and you can't do that. So I would say my number one advice is shrink the time between idea and execution. When we created Dormtainment, we was like, look, we just gonna do it, right? When I did Shady Side Up, I just woke up one day, me and Cam was talking, we was like, all right, we just gonna do it. When we decided to do Boss Talk, he's like, all right, let's just do it. We're just going to do it. No, we don't care what nobody thinks about what you do, because half the time they will never do what you're going to do. So if you want to be in the 1% of people that actually do, so all you got to do is actually take action, and everything else falls into place. When we decided to do high frequency, we started as a wellness brand, and that was cool, but it just wasn't authentically us. And I love wellness and taking care of myself. But what is authentically us is creating just humor, comedy, creating things that make people laugh. So it's like, why not take that into the business world, into the commercial world, into the advertising world, and make that happen? We already know how to market. We already know how to sell. We already know how to do these things. So let's just take what we love and create a business out of it. And boom, that's how we pivoted. And if you're starting a business, that's another thing I'm gonna tell you. You will reiterate so many times. I think High Frequency went through 3 iterations before we got to what it is. Twitter, it iterated a bunch of times. Like Amazon, no, because that was an anomaly. He got there. But Apple reiterated. They had to change up. You had to rebrand. You got to do stuff. It's just a part of business. So if you're scared that, oh my God, what if I fail? I remember Jeff Bezos in his book, the one I'm reading now, it's called Letters to Jeff Bezos. He said, we have the ability to fail fast. And when you got the ability to fail fast, everything else is great, because you learn so quickly, and you take what you learn, put it into the new thing, and you just keep going. So have the ability to fail fast, and I'm guarantee you it's going to take you a long way. So that's, just want to say that. Looking back, how do you think you've grown from Dormtainment days to now? Not just as a creator, but the person. What's the biggest lesson in that growth? We were young, 20, 21 years old when we started. So I think I've just seen the importance of my inner world, the importance of my subconscious, the importance of understanding what I believe, and how what I believe, literally the emotion of that, is what's transformed into the physical, right? So everything that I'm believing now about high frequency, everything that I'm believing now about how I'm moving forward in life, it's already there. It's already happening, but it's my emotion that I put behind it that's going to really let it manifest into its core and manifest into this physical thing. So what I believe really is the biggest thing that has helped me grow from the early Dormtainment days to now. But as a creator, just understand that content is king, and understanding that everything that you do now, you have to, and the ability to adapt with the times. If you can't adapt with the times, you will get left behind. So a lot of people are worried about AI replacing them. No, it's people who know how to use AI replacing them, right? You have to adapt. Adaptability, being coachable, is the biggest thing in business that I've learned. And so you have to be able to do that. So I've grown so much. I'm a leader in so many more ways than I was when I first started. Coming in a little bit shy, a little bit timid, but because, I was green. I didn't understand everything. But now I understand business. I understand how to market. I understand the psychology of humans. I understand esoteric things. I understand how brands work. I understand how content works. I understand what a flywheel is. I understand how to build a content structure, how to build a pyramid. I understand how to email market. I understand how to pull things together, how to shoot certain things. I understand composition, lighting. I understand camera angle. I understand audio. I understand all these things. Now I can be an authority in this content game and be an authority in certain places. So I've grown so much as a creator, but you know how? By doing the thing. Again, shrinking the time between idea and execution. So that's how you become confident. That's how you become an authority. But most importantly, I've learned that the only way to get to where I want to go is to be of service. That's why the community is important to me. That's why giving back to the people who are coming up is important to me. Service is the best way to get to the multi-million. Service is the best way to get fulfilled because you're giving back. You're being a vessel. You're doing what God designed you to do, to have a community, to help people, to give wisdom, to give advice. Yes, I'm only 36 and I still have so much life to live and so much to grow. At 46, I may look back and be like, man, what I was talking about in that video? You know what I'm saying? But it's where I am now, and I'm going to keep evolving and keep growing. And, you know, by 46, when I'm on a boat as a multimillionaire somewhere, I'll be like, you know what? Now I got new lessons. Now I got new lessons to tell. That's the evolution of life. So, that biggest lesson that I think is just understanding that service is a gift, and it's the biggest gift that you're going to give, and that doing the thing creates the person you are supposed to be. And it's just a beautiful feeling. Hold on, I gotta change batteries. Okay, we back. I had to go through 2 batteries to even figure out where this battery was that was full. But lessons again. If you stay who you are, you stay where you are. I think that's a big lesson that I wanted to say too. If you stay who you are, you stay where you are. What got you here will not get you there. And that is the honest to God truth. And if you listen to people and they tell you, you know what I mean? People tell you need to keep doing videos. You need to keep doing skits. You need to get, brother, shut up. Like, why would I keep doing that when I'm supposed to be growing, when I'm supposed to be scaling? Do you know what scaling is? You got to scale business. You got to scale things. If you continue to do the same things, you continue to get the same results. And if you continue to stay who you are, you will continue to stay where you are. What got you here will not get you there. You have to shift. You have to change. You have to grow. You have to accept some things that may be dead and done behind, and you have to go and live and blossom in the place that you're supposed to be. Do not let people, do not let family, do not let relationships keep you in the same state, think you got to do the same thing with the same people. People grow, people change, people shift, people evolve. And you have to accept that for what it is, because guess what? It's human nature, and that's okay. So that's a lesson that I wanted to drop too. And there's a quote, and this quote hit me hard. It says, I've heard it said that hell is to meet the person you could have been at death and realize you're not even a shadow of that person. You don't want that. So don't let people stop you from doing what you got to do. Okay, let's continue with these questions. We only got a couple more. We'll finish it up. What does the future of your channel look like? Comedy, agency focus, something completely new. So the future of I can't even talk. The future of this channel, hopefully, like I said, we can do the rebrand, whether it's DT Studios, DT Network, whatever that thing is, right? And hopefully we can do a couple of live things. We've talked about that. We've talked about, of course, the podcast. I think that's definitely for sure going to happen. But also, like I said, hope it becomes a network for other people at one day. Like, I'm not sure. Whatever happens, that's what's going to happen. Whatever decision we're going to make, since it's our channel, we're just going to figure it out. You can't say when or how, but I do know at least the podcast. That definitely is going to go on there, and then whatever happens from there happens from there. But I think it's a playlist of old stuff. If people want to go look at the old stuff, you go look at the old stuff. You go look at the old stuff, you have fun with it. The new stuff will be the new stuff. Then over on the High Frequency channel, it'll be a lot of like actionable, like creator tools that we're going to be putting over there, and then that will just blend into our community, which will be off platform and another platform. And so if you want to stay in touch with that, of course, you can sign up for our newsletter or whatever. I'll put the link in the bio. That also comes with a free download about how to move your stuff from TikTok to YouTube, with all this stuff going on, the short form, all that stuff. We created a free ebook, and you can be on the mailing list so you'll know exactly when the community is coming and all that stuff. So I'll put that link below. So yeah, that's what, as far as goes for these channels right here. Yeah, Dormtainment channel will it'd be, like I said, either DT Studio or whatever. Maybe I'll come up with a name. I'm down. And if you come up with a name, I'll shout you out, and we'll, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we can figure that out too. I'm open because that's what change is. You grow, evolve, you figure it out. Cam is calling me right now. I'm gonna have to call him back. Let's see. You've lived and traveled so many places, you know, Morocco, Tanzania, Egypt, all these places. How's travel affected you, and where do you think you'll ultimately settle? Travel is one of the greatest things ever, man. I can't not ever travel. Going to have to travel all my life. Shout out to Trova and being able to partner up with them to be able to go on these trips with you guys. I think, that's another thing on this channel. We always put our travel stuff on this channel. I think that's a beautiful thing. I think people need to see that. Yeah, and I also want you guys to come with us. So, like, if you can, great. We're going to continue to do trips as long as we can. As long as we are blessed and alive and capable, we're going to continue to do these trips. So, ultimately settle. Some people know, but like one of my ultimate goals is to have a house in San Diego, but just California in general with taxes and stuff like that, it just low-key don't make sense. And I plan on being very wealthy so I can help my family and help the people around me. And I just don't know if it makes sense to be in California as a very wealthy person that I am now and already going to be. So I've been thinking about that. Don't know. All my life I've been moving. Like I said, born in Germany, lived in Panama, lived in Massachusetts, lived in Florida, lived in North Carolina, lived in Georgia, and lived in California. Now I'm about to live in Washington. Also, if you're in the Portland area too, that's not far. So hit us up. If you're in Portland, if you're in Seattle, if you're in the Washington area, holla at me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. If you're a videographer, if you're an editor, whatever in that area, definitely holla at us because we want to build the team out hopefully. And the plan is to have a couple of hires in high frequency by the end of the year, if not top of the year. So I would love to work with you. But yeah, so who knows where I'll eventually settle. I would like a wife. I would like children. If God willing, that will happen. That's always a part of the plan. I think it's beautiful to be with somebody, to love somebody, to have a legacy with somebody. And I think family is very important. That hasn't changed at all. So we'll see where life takes me. But I do love San Diego. It's a beautiful place. Tacos is delicious tacos and food. So I would love to settle there. If not, I did just recently check out Dallas, and I do like Dallas as well. So who knows, could be there, or I might fall in love with where I'm going and stay in Seattle and build something there, or either have a house there. Guess what? Who knows? We live in the era where you can do what you want. If you 26, 36, 46, 56, you can reinvent yourself today. The age is how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you start, if you listen to this and you like, man, I'm late 40s, early 50s, you can start right now. You can turn on your camera. You can start right now. You can build yourself. You can build a business. You can start right now. It's never too late. It's never too late to pick up and move. It's never too late to do those things. If you feel it, if you believe it, then it can happen. That's all I'm saying. Last question. You've always been a master of reinvention, from Dormtainment to high frequency and beyond, and what drives you to keep evolving, and where do you see yourself in your work by the end of this year and beyond? I've always in my life been a person, let's execute first and ask questions later. I just like, let's just go do it, because too many people get stuck, like I said earlier. Shrinking that time between idea and execution is very key. So what drives me to keep evolving is because that's how God made me. He didn't make me to stay still. He didn't make me to be in one place all my life and just live a mundane life and be average and stuff like that. I want to be exceptional. And in order to be exceptional, you have to be an exception. And to be an exception, you have to not go with what the masses do, and they have to look at you as not normal, and you have to be obsessed with what you do. And I think that's the only reason Dormtainment got to where it had got to, is because we were obsessed. That's the only reason I go places now and people still are like, man, I love your work. It's because we were obsessed. And now I'm obsessed with this portion of my life. I'm obsessed with getting better. I'm obsessed with personal growth. I'm obsessed with humor, and I'm obsessed with commercial. I'm obsessed with marketing. I'm obsessed with being a better leader. I'm obsessed with personal brand. I'm obsessed with the whole thing. It's just beautiful to keep evolving. So that's just kind of where I am, man. And I want other people, with whatever business you in, I don't care if you're doing tile, electricity, I don't care if you're doing plumbing, be obsessed with that thing. The obsessed people are the ones who make it. The obsessed people are the one who live in the 1%. The obsessed people, I don't care what it looks like. It's always like, oh, you work too much. No, you do. Nah, like, I'm just locked in. I'm locked in on what I need to do. I'm locked in on who I need to become. I'm locked in on the people that matter around me. I'm locked in on God. I'm locked in on who I am becoming, who I am right now. I'm locked in on just being the best version of me, 10 toes down, staying with it. If you can do that for multiple years, and not for like 1 year, 2 years, if you can do that for the next 3, 4, 5 years, you're going to be in a different place. If you can tell yourself to extend the gap of not just thinking in 1 year, but thinking like, okay, in 5 years, if you do that, then you know the things that are in between, they just compound on top of each other, and you just keep going. But stay obsessed, man. That's the only reason Shady Side Up did well. That's the only reason Dormtainment would be obsessed with what you're doing. Don't be a low agency person. Be a high agency person. Don't let people get into your head and tell you you're doing too much. You're not doing too much. You actually doing too little. Keep going. Keep doing that thing. I truly believe if you live like that and do things like that, you'll be exceptional. You'll be extraordinary. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. That's only for a select few people who want to live like that. I want to live like that because it's just fun to me. It's not even work. It's just fun to me. I like doing business. I like making deals. I like making money. And there's nothing wrong with saying you like making money. I like doing that stuff. Why not? You know why? Not for even any self reason, because I want to take care of the people around me. I want to be able to leave a legacy. I want to be able to leave something left behind for my grandkids, I want to be able to do that. Don't be afraid to say you want to make money. Don't be afraid to say you want to do good things. Do it. Sorry, I went on a rant, but anyway, man, I love y'all. That's the video. I'll pop back in at some point, but this is what's happening. Hopefully you'll see this podcast up and popping soon, and we can start getting guests on there, get it rolling once we get set up and everything. I love you all. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you so much for supporting us over the years. I know y'all have grown. Y'all are in your either late 20s, early 30s. Some people are older than that, in their 40s. But we here, we rocking with each other. It's a family. Let's keep rocking, man. And most importantly, y'all keep God in your life, man, and stay down, man. Stay locked in and stay doing what you need to do. Whatever you need, you can do it. Whatever you got, you already have it in you. You just got to make sure you work it, you develop it, and you curate it, and it's going to come out just perfect. You got it. Just keep your head up. If you're feeling bad today, don't feel bad. You woke up. You got your breath of life. You can do something great. I just want to give you that, man. So love y'all, and I'm out.